D. Surratte. I told you that we had a phenomenal show in store for you. And guess what? We're going to take it a little longer. We normally end at 3:30, but lucky you, we're going to go to 4 o'clock. So you won't want to miss anything. Earlier in the show, I had a guest, Melinda Ross, and her company is Inspired Yogi. And we're just going to keep that theme moving along. And I want to talk about my company, Inspired by Nicolle. It is time for the 2nd annual Kaleidoscope Empowering Survivors Mind, Body, and Spirit Conference. It's almost here, Saturday, September 23rd from 9 to 2 at the Ramada Inn in Newark, Delaware. This event is for women only. Sorry, guys. And I can hear Elder Ty over there already moaning and groaning. He's been excluded. It's not fair. Boo-hoo. You can't come, nor can you crash our event. Because State Rep Potter tried that a couple years ago. He showed up. And what he said is, oh, I was driving my white Velvet. So that was his excuse, but we closed the door when he got too close. This event is for women only. Women who are living with all types of cancer, women who are serving as caregivers, and women who want to be proactive about their health. You will learn how to reduce your risk of cancer recurrence and improve your overall health in ways that do not require prescription medications. Did you hear what I said? Learn how to improve your health in ways that don't require prescription medications. I have some wonderful speakers on tap for September 23rd. We're going to talk more about them, but I want you to meet some of the members of my committee. I'm happy to introduce you to Miss Antionette Blake and Miss Esther Rich. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
So glad that you were able to come and represent the K2017 team. We've been working at it since the beginning of the year.
Yes.
So we did one event together, which was Cocktails and Comedy, which was just off the chain. It was off the chain. If you missed it this year, you won't want to miss it next year. It is a fundraiser for the Kaleidoscope Conference. So we are a little less than 4 weeks out, and it's just picking up. And we just want to generate interest and traffic in this event. So. And Antionette was a part of the conference team last year, so I'm happy to have her back. Happy to have a new addition. I call her Queen Esther, because she may look, you know, real petite and quiet, but trust me, she is the queen. So, and I'm just so happy that you are a part of this event, that you believe in what I'm doing in my efforts to make a difference in the lives of women. So I'm going to start off with Miss Antionette. If you would just kind of share with the audience why you think they need to be there on September 23rd.
Great. Thank you, Nicolle. Once again, it's an honor to not only be here with you today, but to be part of the KaleidoscopeDE Cancer Conference. Because as you know, my husband was recently diagnosed with small intestinal cancer, and although he's gone through his treatments, and you know, once you have cancer, you have to keep your body healthy, and chemicals, poisons are not the way to go. So having holistic ways, you know, it helps treatment. Your family is supportive. Of course, you know, women, I know it's a conference just for women. I'm going to represent my husband. I'm not going to try to sneak in like Potter did, but I am just so proud to be part of this. This is such a great thing for Delaware. You know, we want to get the word out because, again, in the major cities, we hear about these conferences. So now it's time to put Delaware on the map. And Nicolle, you know, you work tirelessly, and you're so, I mean, you're an advocate. This woman, she's talking about queen here. This is the queen, but this is the princess of all things. She is just a beautiful person, and I'm so honored. Thank you, Nicolle, for once again including me in part of the KaleidoscopeDE.
You know what? As you mentioned your husband, cancer touches everybody in some way, shape, or form. And the bottom line is, cancer don't care. Right. It doesn't care who you know, what you know. It may impact you, whether it's you getting a diagnosis yourself, whether you're serving as a caregiver. Right. whether you are helping somebody as a neighbor or as a co-worker, which is one of the reasons why I opened it up. So initially, it was just going to be for breast cancer survivors. And then I realized, you know what, there are lots of things for breast cancer survivors, which is great, because I'm a survivor. No, that's not true. I'm a breast cancer thriver. And no one's doing anything really for women living with all types of cancer. So last year, I made that shift, and it was for women living with all types of cancer. But then I was approached by some people who said, I would really like to attend the conference with my mom or my sister. Right. Because if I hear the same information, then I can reinforce the concepts when we get home. May I attend? And I, of course, said yes. I've been a caregiver before. Right. And in my mind, a caregiver is just a special type of survivor. And then I was asked by other women, they would approach me and say, I don't have cancer, and I'd like to keep it that way. Right. May I attend? So I, of course, said yes, because my message about health and wellness always has a proactive component. So Kaleidoscope is for all women, whether you're living with cancer, whether you're a caregiver, or whether you just want to know how to make yourself and your family keep everybody healthy. Definitely. So September 23rd. September 23rd. So Queen, if you would just share with our viewing audience why you think they should be in attendance for the Kaleidoscope 2017 conference.
Well, first of all, I want to just say thank you to you, Nicolle, for even giving me the privilege, and I'm very privileged to be a part of your team. I think it's important because when you talk about preventative measures, there are so many women who are uninformed. Either they don't have any insurance, they don't go to the doctors, they may see friends and relatives who have experienced cancer, symptoms, going through cancer, but they don't really have all the information. And unfortunately, although the internet is really a big thing and the internet is full of information, guess what? A lot of that information will scare you to death. And it'll put you in a place mentally that you really don't want to be in. So I believe that with the speakers that Nicolle has chosen for the event, and also all the other different vendors that are going to be there to kind of give you a pamper day. Mm-hmm. I think you need to be there. I think if you're not there, you're going to miss out on good information, some pampering, because she really has some great vendors lined up, and also just a day of just fellowship. I think it's really important. So I'm going to be looking for all of you there on September 23rd.
So when you talk about the pampering, you know, maybe you don't know, but I get called as the queen of acronyms. So I want the women to come out and experience ESP, empowerment sessions and pampering. So let me start with the empowerment sessions. This year I have 3 dynamic sessions. My first session 1 is a husband and wife dentist team, Dr. Louis Yu and his wife, Dr. Grace Liu. And they are the owners of All About Smiles. Their topic is holistic dentistry, the mouth-body connection. Many people don't realize that some of the dental work that you get done as a young person can lead to a diagnosis of some sort as you age. So they're going to talk about holistic dentistry. My next presenter is coming all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. We've been doing the Healthier You Conference together for the last few years. Her name is Dr. Deneen D. Grace, and her topic is how to conquer and prevent cancer holistically. Now, she is a scientist, so she's going to come with research-based information on what you can do that doesn't require prescription medication. I'm so excited that she is making the trip here. She's just going to be a dynamic person. Wait till you hear her. And then my last presenter is Dr. Joan Delfatore. She is going to talk about narrative medicine, writing as part of the healing process. You know, we hear about journaling and things of that nature, but trust me, she's going to take it to a whole nother level. She is a workshop presenter on a regular basis at Christiana Care. She's there the second Mondays of every month from, I believe it's 1 to 3, and I've had the opportunity to participate in her classes, and I just left wanting more every time. So that's a little bit about the empowerment session piece. Let me talk about the pampering piece. You know, and you mentioned the fellowship. That's so important because as women, we tend to just give. We're doing everything for everybody else and nothing or very little for ourselves. And I want the women to come out and just feel extra special. I have partnered again this year with people who will pamper you. So you can come out and have complimentary hand massages, complimentary chair massages. I'm also partnering with organizations. You can get complimentary blood pressure checks, complimentary BMI screenings, just wonderful, wonderful information that you need to know, and you can leave there feeling a little pampered and just, yeah, it's something when you get pampered, you just feel different. You feel really good about your situation.
Yes, you do.
I am partnering with some wonderful organizations, so let me just list a whole bunch of them quickly. Jimmy John's, Wawa, Costco, BJ's, Staples, Tanger Outlets, the Delaware Department of Health and Social Services. I'm partnering with Queen Honey. Oh my goodness, when I look at all of the things that will be in the giveaway bags, I can't even put a cost on it. And speaking of cost, this event is $25. Let me say that again, $25. That's almost nothing, you know. You'll get healthy breakfast snacks. You'll get a wonderful lunch. I'm partnering with Mamas in the Kitchen. You may know her from Rodney Square. You may know her from Cowtown. You might even know her from ShopRite, where she carries some of her products. So please come out. Again, the tickets are only $25. If you're interested, give me a call. The office number, 610-812-9997. What else would you like to share about the conference? So let's talk about, I'm sorry, I asked you a question and then I interject. Okay. So Antionette Blake is my social media specialist, and tell them a little bit about our Facebook page and what they can look to see on social media in the upcoming weeks.
Thank you, Nicole. Well, as your social media specialist and the Delaware blogger, if you follow the KaleidoscopeDE Facebook page, you will find information not only about the conference, but we're promoting other, we're finding content about how to stay healthy, how to, especially for caregivers. I'm trying to, give caregivers more information on taking care of themselves, because if you can't if a caregiver is stressed, overworked, or tired, he's no good to themselves.
Correct.
When they're working with a patient, whether it's a family or friend. And speaking of which, this evening I'm going to be talking about that as well on my podcast, which is Social Media Sunday with the Delaware blogger, and we're going to give some tips on caregivers. So that's things that you'll find on our Facebook page as well. But of course, everything that has to do with the comedy, cocktails and comedy, just everything to keep us connected, as members of the community within Delaware.
And so let's talk about the podcast. What time is that tonight?
That will be this evening at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live. Nicole will be a guest, as well as Dr. D. Grace will also be on. And I'll start the show. We'll talk about, caregivers and cancer and how we need to take care of ourselves. And then we're going to talk more about holistic healing. I cannot wait to listen to Dr. Grace. We just want people to know that you're not alone. You're not alone. And unfortunately, there's not anyone in this world that doesn't know someone with cancer, and it's becoming too common, and that really bothers me. That bothers a lot of people. Cancer sucks, and we must eradicate it. And way we, like you said, with the internet, online, there's so much information out there, but we want the right information. We want people to know how to take care of themselves mentally, physically, and psychologically.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I'm glad you shared that, Antionette, because that's where my passion came from. So when I got my diagnosis and I stopped working because my job was stressful,
right,
and I realized early on, I can't fight cancer and fight people on the job. I just can't do that. So I came out of the job, and while I was finishing my treatment, I had an opportunity to take, I call them my bosom buddies, back and forth to chemo treatments and doctor's appointments, and actually I still do that today. And I noticed that, there were some things that people could be doing and they weren't doing, and that bothered me. So if you are a cancer survivor, you need not be hitting Burger King on the regular.
No.
Because my thing is, what at Burger King is going to help you fight cancer?
Nothing.
The salad, maybe.
Perhaps.
Maybe. And I understand that as a thriver. I am fighting cancer every day of my life with the decisions that I make, the foods that I put in my body, the people I allow in my circle, because I can't have people stressing me out.
Exactly.
That's not helping me.
Right.
So we need to do the things that we can do. Now, mind you, I appreciate my medical team. I love my doctors. I'm grateful for what they've done. But there are things that I can do to help me stay healthy. But we don't know what we don't know.
Exactly.
So you need to come out to Kaleidoscope 2017 on September 23rd and find out more information. Again, my office number, 610-812-9997. It's from 9 to 3 at the Ramada Inn in Newark. Again, the tickets are only $25. However, if you are a survivor and you are having a financial issue, call me. That's the reason why we did Cocktails and Comedy. I have limited scholarships available for survivors. If you want to be there, I want to take that off the table for you. I don't want finances to be the hindrance. So give me a call. Give me a call. So, Queen Esther, I know you wanted to come last year and had a last-minute emergency. So what are you looking forward to hearing or experiencing on Saturday, September 23rd?
Well, what I'm looking forward to experiencing is just becoming more knowledgeable. I've been very blessed. No cancer in my family. My husband, which we just remarried 5 years ago, during our dating period, he did get diagnosed with having kidney cancer. So I flew to Palm Beach to be with him for his surgery, and they removed 70% of his kidney, and he had no need of chemotherapy or anything after that. But I'm coming and looking forward to learning a lot more. I never know what may happen in my life, and although genetically my family has not had that experience, but what if I come upon someone who does after the event? I want to be able to give them some guidance. I want to be able to encourage them. I want to be able to give them some words and guidance to what their next step should be. And I believe that I'll walk away a much better informed individual about cancer after this conference. I'm really excited about it. I'm looking forward to it. And again, I feel very privileged to be a part of your team.
I'm happy that you guys represent half of the team.
Half of the team.
And you represent the other ladies so well. And so I want to make sure I give an opportunity for both of you to talk about what you do, because I know you're passionate about Kaleidoscope,
yes,
but there's some other things that you're equally passionate about, and you ladies rock. Trust me, you do. So I'm going to start with the Queen.
Okay, so as you know, my name is Esther Rich. My business is Special Touch Card Creations. You're a one-of-a-kind greeting. And what I do is I design and create beautiful greeting cards. I take the words from your mouth, turn them into a one-of-a-kind sentiment that touches the heart of your receiver. But you know, my creativity doesn't end there. I also can design unique, one-of-a-kind birthday invitations, wedding invitations. And how about those unique thank you cards to represent your business, to say thank you to all your customers and clients for doing business with you. I brought with me a few samples. You can design, I can design anything that has to do with paper. Mm-hmm. What I do is I take a piece of paper is like a blank canvas for me. And if you say to me that the card that I would like to give to a friend or family member, they love hearts, they love flowers, they love butterflies, I'm your girl. Because what I can do is I can take everything that you're telling me and put it into my design. And then when you tell me maybe something special that just is between you and the person you're giving the card to, they would love to see that in a sentiment. I take and customize, personalize. You will not find in other retailers what I can do for you. So please, and I also have a Facebook page, Special Touch Card Creations. Please check me out, like my page, and reach out to me, 267-496-8514. My email address is info@specialtouchcardcreations.com. Please reach out to me, because I tell you what I can do for you, you will not find anyplace else.
Tell them the phone number again.
My phone number is 267-496-8514. My email address is info@specialtouchcardcreations.com. And my Facebook business page is Special Touch Card Creations. So please check me out. I have over 150 cards on my my Facebook business page. Thank you.
Yeah, great card.
Miss Antionette.
Oh, Nicolle, thank you. Again, most of you know me as the Delaware blogger, the award-winning Delaware blogger. And before I even go any further, to make my award twice, I'm asking everyone to go to DelawareOnline.com. Under local people, follow local blogger, and please vote the Delaware blogger as your favorite blogger in this year's 2017 Reader's Choice. But again, I am the Delaware blogger, blogger, and social media strategist, and I work with small business owners, but my passion is education and instruction. And as you mentioned, journaling and blogging, why writing is so good for the mind, the body, and the soul. So as a blogger, I love to teach people how to do so, because there's so much angst and anxiety in today's world that sometimes just releasing that, Esther and the cards, there's that sentiment. It makes you feel good. Writing makes you feel good. So if you're interested in, blogging, you can find me on my Facebook page. It's either Del Blogger or A Blake Enterprises. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Look, use the hashtag Delaware Blogger, and I'll come up everywhere. And of course, every Sunday night is the podcast, Delaware Social Media Sunday with the Delaware Blogger, and we cover topics that are good for teens and tweens and seniors and boomers, everybody in between, and that's from AAU Global Productions Media Group. So I'm enjoying blogging, I'm enjoying teaching others how to do so, and of course, social media is my life.
And you teach not only people one-on-one, you can work with companies as well.
Companies, church organizations. I love presenting in front of church organizations, especially those that are starting their new businesses. You know how, as Esther and I know, we're encore entrepreneurs. And an encore entrepreneur is anyone after the age of 50, which we're very proud to be. And one day you'll get there, my dear. But anyone over the age of 50 that starts on their second career, and basically it's our passion. So social media is here to stay. It's not a fad. It's not the future. And if you're not on social media by the year 2020, you won't be in existence. So Antionette Blake of A Blake Enterprises.
Thank you, ladies. As we get ready to wrap up this section, because Elder Ty is ready to wrap up the bottom line, I want you to know that I truly am in the presence of royalty. So I have Queen Esther Rich right here, and then I have next to her Miss Antionette Blake, who is not only running for the Delaware blogger position, but weren't you just in a magazine?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. She talks about being everywhere. Trust me, she is everywhere. So I'm just honored that she can give me a little segment of her time. So you were just featured in a magazine?
Thank you, Delaware Today. I am listed as one of the 33 most intriguing Delawareans. So it was an honor, because Delaware Today magazine is a great, it's a publication that showcases a lot of events that's happening in Delaware. So again, thank you, Delaware Today. And also Technically Delaware, they did an online interview with me as well. So I want to thank Holly Quinn, I believe her name is. Thank you for that as well.
Cool. You know what I forgot? I forgot to bring your ad from when they flew you out to California and you did the ad.
Yeah,
okay, I'll get you next time.
I'm a brand ambassador. We won't tell you what brand that ad is for.
So again, if you are available Saturday, September 23rd, the Kaleidoscope 2017 conference, 9 to 3 at the Ramada Inn in Newark. It is for women living with all types of cancer, female caregivers, and women who want to be proactive about your health. Come out, join us, and find out how you can improve your health in ways that do not require prescription medications. The tickets are only $25, but I do have scholarships available for survivors. Call me, 610-812-9997. Elder Todd's ready to wrap it up. It was so great to be in your living rooms this afternoon, and I look forward to seeing you next month. Take it away.
Bless you, everybody. What a wonderful, wonderful segment. They won't let me attend the Kaleidoscope. But that's okay, because they do an awesome job on the preventive side, and then an awesome job on caring for those who are living with cancer and those who are cancer drivers. I believe I heard something new today. Not a survivor, but a driver. Amen.
Thriver.
Nicolle, what wonderful guest. Lord have mercy. What a wonderful, wonderful segment. Congratulations.